Hey there, it's Teresa, and welcome back to another episode of Conversations on My Couch. I'm a leadership consultant and coach, and come here every single Wednesday to talk about all things leadership. So let's get started. So last week we talked about leadership styles. There are about 15 really accepted industry leadership styles that you'll read about. We bucketed them into three like larger categories, and that would be authoritative, democratic, laissez-faire. And we talked about how you can use coaching as a practice and a tool with your leadership style. So today, I wanted to talk to Deb, who shot me a question, who said, you mentioned a leadership vision. What is that, and how do I do that? So I thought I'd talk about it today here. So what is your leadership vision? Your leadership vision is basically a statement that you create for yourself that lets you know how you want others to see you and how you see yourself as a leader. So to create that, you're going to need to do two things. You need to understand who you are as a leader, and then you're going to have to really understand like how you like to interact with other people, right? We really want to be authentic to who we are. Just like anything in life, if it's not true to who you are, people are not going to believe it, and your team will pick up on that. And building that know, like, and trust factor that you need to move your teams along is really going to get trashed. So let's talk about that. What kind of leader are you? I know for myself, when I went through this process of deciding what type of leader I wanted to be, I'm truly mission based. So whether that is helping communities create programs to keep their youth healthy and away from drug use and alcohol use, creating healthier communities, to working with both the clinical side and the payer side of healthcare to make sure that every single patient and member gets the treatment that they need, the care that they need, when they need it, at the time they need it, with the right person. Like for me, that is truly a mission. And those of you that know me know that, healthcare is that's my jam, and I love it. So for me, it really is about helping people and helping people get to a better place. I'm really mission focused. So for yourself to get to that point of sort of self-realization, how do you do that? So let's talk about some real concrete things that you can do today. First things first, think about two different types of leaders that you've interacted with. One that was very effective and then one that was ineffective. So for each one of those leaders, I want you to write down three things. So three things that an effective leader that you worked with, that you really admired in that person, and then one in an ineffective leader that maybe you thought could be improved upon in their style, an opportunity for them to grow as a leader. And I'm saying this not as ineffective leaders or bad leaders, because we're all leaders, and there are times where we can be ineffective in the things that we do in our actions. So think about it, three things there that are positive, three things that you think are opportunities to grow. I want you to write them down. And I'm saying write them down because when you write them down, neuroscience shows that it really does kind of solidifies it in your brain. And I want you to take one from an area that you'd like to emulate, and one from an area that you'd like to stop. I want you to write down two things for this week. One thing that you'd like to start doing as part of your leadership practice, and one thing that you'd like to stop doing as a part of your leadership practice. So for instance, I'm going to give you one that's really, really common, the soft skill of communication. People struggle with this. And whether you are an effective communicator or not, this is going to be extra helpful. So one thing that you may say is like, I really want to be a good listener. Like that's something I want to emulate from a past leader that I have. So what I'm going to stop doing is answering people's questions right away or interrupting them as they're talking. But what I'm going to start doing is to count to 10 silently in my head after somebody has stopped, and let the question breathe. And what you're doing is portraying to the other person that you're truly listening, you're taking in, you're being thoughtful about what they've said. So for this week, if you wanted to work on a soft skill like communication as a part of your leadership style, something that you'd like to start, give yourself just a conscious 10 seconds after somebody has stopped talking before you answer them. It will show them that you're listening, that you're engaged, and it's all good. So if you guys want to learn a little bit more about things that you can do to add coaching to your leadership style, you can go to my website, download my freebie, and hi, how are you? And download my freebie, the 7 actionable items every leader needs to have for a successful coaching experience. Question number 1 is specifically about your leadership vision. You'll come up with a statement for that after you've gone through this exercise. And so good to see you guys again. My website, www.realsmartmethod.com. And so glad to see you guys on. Hi. And I will catch you guys next week. I will catch you on the flip side. Peace.